The first lesson that I learned from one professor, he was my interdisciplinary communications professor. He said, "Hey, what's a grade?" He goes, "The grade is
Mm.
simply the professor's opinion of who he thinks you are, but is that really who you are? Don't seek your identity in the grades you make." And it's funny because that same
Mm.
professor, he was giving us hard assignments, and I was like making it like A, B, or not. It was more like B, C kind of. And then the very last assignment he assigned, I kind of half-assed it, but I got it done. I did. I remember did it was some kind of I had to do a survey, and I just didn't. I didn't want to waste a whole day doing a survey, so I kind of made a quick little survey and went out in public. I interviewed like a few handful of people, and that was what I used to make my hypothesis. Anyway, at the end of the class, because he was a hard teacher and he had the reputation for being the hardest teacher, but at the end of the class, you're taking the final exam, and the very last question is an essay. He goes, given the amount of work that you know you put into this class, what grade do you think you deserve?
Oh,
And
ah.
I know, and I was like, I answered honestly. I was like, I would like to say I deserve an A, but I know that I could have done more, and I should apply myself more. And if I get an A, I would love it, but I know I deserve a B. And he gave me a B. He actually graded
Mm.
everyone by the answer they gave themselves at the final grade. Everything you did, all the heartache, it went back to that one thing, and that's when I realized, the grade is really how I see myself, and that changed my whole perspective in college. And then the second lesson I learned from computers, actually no, okay. There's three valuable lessons I learned from college, and the second one, no, he was a I want to say one of my I want to say government professor. He was crazy. He was all over the place, but he basically said, you got to know this lesson, and you touched on this just now. He's like, college is simply it's simply a place where you learn how to learn. It's here to teach you how to find answers for yourself. That's why we send you out to do research papers and all this stuff, because we want you, when you get done here, we want you to be able to find the answers for yourself beyond college. And that was another valuable lesson. And the third valuable lesson I learned was from my a this is more practical. This is from my computer teacher at Southwestern. He's like, "All right, guys, I'm gonna give you a life hack. What you need to do is you buy some isolated alcohol, like 70 proof and 90 proof, whatever it is. You get one of those." And he goes, "Every day when you're done, when you brush your teeth, you dip it in there and you leave it to dry." And he goes, because you think about it, most people, especially when flu season comes along, most people get sick and they have germs, and they brush the germs from their teeth, they rinse it, but they're still germs, and they leave it there, and these germs accumulate. And the first thing they do the next morning is get the same germs and put them back into their mouth. So he goes, when you do is you do this every night, and basically every morning or every time you brush your teeth again, you have a sterilized toothbrush. I put that into practice, and kid you not, when everyone in my dorm was getting sick and ill, I was not. From Andrews, America, this is Hey Rockstar.